Army Kegler says, I got so excited I followed, lol. Nice, welcome. Hopefully this continues to be exciting. Yeah, the restart of the game makes sense. Does Brule AI cheat at all? You can choose a cheating version, but it's got so good now you don't even... there's a non-cheating version that's still clever. So 1v1 here. It is Immaculate versus Arthur. I'm going to take chat suggestions from last week and do blue... Keep blue on left and red on right so that you can see what's going on easily. So, Immaculate is Giant Specialist. It's Speed Specialist for Arthur. Starting with the Arcs and Storms for Arthur with that. Immaculate... Wait, have I got this wrong? No, I've got it the wrong way around. It's backwards. Let's start that again. Giant Specialist for Immaculate. Speed Specialist for Arthur. Immaculate has... I looked at the units. The Arcs, Storms, and buys some Crawlers. Arthur has Sledges, Marks, and some Fangs as well. One of the Fangs is forward screening right now, unless Arthur moves them. Both of them are. So Arthur's going for forward Chaff Fangs. I think they're going to die in droves to the Arcs and the Storms without buying too much time, but we'll see how they go. Also... Arthur's Marks, oh, just one big blob. I don't want to watch this. No. No, the Stormcallers. Oh, God. So, the thing here, the big sweep in round 1 here is going to just be that Arthur's Force wasn't bad, but positioning-wise just makes one huge set of clumps to get Stormcaller. Honestly, that's better than I would have thought. Because even with the best case for the Stormcallers there, a Mark and a Sledge does live to keep fighting the Storms. They'll take out another one here, but they will die. Oh, just barely gonna get that last shot off. I think, from how well Arthur's comp did in general, if Arthur's comp wasn't grouping up like that, probably would have taken that round. I gotta ask you all for pronouns. Hey, can I type in... Hey, what's your pronouns? Why do I have that next to my name? Subsidized Stormcaller, Himst. Okay, he himps from these two. Subsidized Stormcaller from Arthur. Shut up, Cornite. Cornite's in here too. Cornite, if you're listening, I'm just playing. Anyway, Immaculate with the Giant Specials and Subsidized. Rude streamer bullies his chat again. I see more Fangs for Arthur here. Upgrading one of the Marksmen and gets the 4th unit type for... What was it? Arcs of their own? Is that what they didn't have? Yeah, just got Arcs of their own. Arthur's comp is going good, but... but... Still really clumped. I don't love to see it. I kind of missed while I was looking at that because these two deploy so quickly what Immaculate got. It looks like just more Storms. One more unit of Storms and a unit of Steel Balls, Steel Balls it looks like. I don't think you had before. No, those are new. Overall, the comp for Arthur is pretty nice because it cleans up the front line of Crawlers really quick and then Immaculate doesn't have anything left to tank. The Balls are one addition there. But apart from that unit of Steel Balls, the crowds cannot be called a frontline because they just die immediately to the Sledges and the Arcs. However, I think there's just enough Stormcaller here that it doesn't matter. Yeah. Stormcold. This is the big artillery advantage for Immaculate here. Immaculate has so many Storms. I think Immaculate picked up Subsidized Storms. Yep. Arthur this turn picking up Assault Fang for their reinforcement card. Immaculate going for... Actually missed it with a Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb. That's funny because you would think that Arthur would be the one who wants Smoke Bomb here. Like, gods, yes. Stop that thing. Instead going for Assault Fangs. No. You know what? That makes sense too because that's really good for their build. Arthur is going for Mechanical Rage here on the Fangs plus Assault Fangs. Their range is quite low, 65, but they move at 17 meters per second. Now, these Fangs go faster than these Balls, which allows them to get in under these Storms. This is actually like a really nice combo. Assault Fangs also ups their damage by 40%. So that's actually huge. More Balls here, upgraded Storms. You smoke the Fangs, but they don't care, but the Arcs are going to kill him still. I think the back Fangs will be better. You're still kind of clumped. And this clumping is getting you murdered here. Like, look at these. That's 3 units being killed at once by one Stormcaller volley. That's the real problem here, I think. And the real problem is that these Fangs being deployed forward from the start now just run forward and die to the Arclight. And it doesn't matter what the Fang stats, or it doesn't matter if the Fang does 1,000 damage per shot. Going to an Arclight alone, like this, is just not going to do anything good. Shield drop for both of them. These Fangs need to be screened from the Arclights. All you need here is some kind of unit that just kills the Arclights. Like, you just need, like, Phoenixes, Marksmen... Well, Rhino won't do it fast enough, but just like any unit, just start like a Phoenix or anything here. By the way, they have no AA, so yeah, a Phoenix in general. Players, please don't be listening to me, by the way, don't be stream sniping. Immaculate has no AA here at all. Well, meanwhile, Offer is like, yo, upgraded Fangs, let's fucking go. But the problem is, like, upgraded Fangs are still very, like, flimsy. You're not upgrading, like, their ability to not die to Arclights, and Arclights are just gonna eat 10 million Fangs. Like, how many Fangs can an Arclight take in a fight? Infinite. A billion. So, that's the problem here. Now, the Storms get brought in here with really long range, in general. And they will kill 2 of the Arclights? Well, no. They're on 1 of the Arclights. They're also getting the tower. I like the column Stormcaller for that, but then the Stormcaller advantage from Immaculate takes out some of them in return. One of those arcs does go down here, which is really good. So the Fangs do get to live on this side, but they're still clustering! Ah! Everything is dying at once to the Storms. I love all the spectators, like, commentating with me. It's great in chat. I feel like I'm in, like, an old, like, 90s, early 2000s game lobby. It's so great. But, like, it is the difference. Like, enough of the Fangs get through on the left to push forward and strike that tower. So taking out the Arclights was a good move, no matter what is the problem with the formation in general. The Storms now get to kill that tower, which is great. I think all the Fangs are dead, though. So I think you end up losing here to tower timing. SWS says, POV, you're playing Counter-Strike 1.6 and only 1 player is alive on each side. Yeah, exactly. VoIP hasn't been invented yet. Everyone's just typing furiously. Oh dear. Will the last Stormcaller live? Oh, it dies as well. Just gotta take out these enemy arcs. Like, your Fangs are good in speed, but they just need a way to get in. Immaculate. Okay, Offer goes for Mobilized Battleship. Immaculate gonna go ahead and pick... Picking very carefully here. We don't know what. Mobilized Battleship on both. Upgrading the Storms, because they did so good. Do you still have no AA? You still have no AA. And you still have no AA. I'm begging. That's quite ballsy, too. Like, Immaculate sees Mobilized Battleship as a reinforcement card, takes Mobilized Battleship as a reinforcement card, and unless they're gonna get AA on them or the arcs, remains with 0 AA in a round where they themselves are playing a big air unit. Like... Immaculate, think! Think, Immaculate, think! Like, could the opponent possibly do this to you? Arthur, meanwhile... What are they gonna do here? They have Shooting Squad on the Marksman for more Fangs. That's kind of cool, and they'll be spread out more, so they will finally stop clustering all their units into one basket. They got some Stangs, don't they? I don't think so, do they? When did they get Stangs? Or did they just get these? Oh, no, sorry, I'm sorry. They have Mustangs. I just never noticed them because they didn't do much. These ones did better. Because the Arclight went down on this side and Fangs. Which battleship wins? They both kill each other. That's such an awesome placement. Fortresses I don't know about here because the Storm's going to kill him pretty good. Making a nice blob is Immaculate now against Arthur in return. Pretty healthy Sledgehammers here against the Mustangs. The Storms will kill him though in the big blobs. Marksman Corps quietly here as well. Arthur's been quietly building up a Marksman Corps. They're very close together, which I hate for the Stormcallers. Like, if these were in a wire line, you would be shredding. Let's see if you still do well enough to get through. You get one tower, but all you have left is a Marksman. And even Paralyzed. The Storms just do too much damage to you. Now that's gonna be it again. Man, you just gotta, like, get some shields, or... This is almost a situation where I would actually like offer to go Missile Interception Mustangs, because a little bit of AA never hurt anyone, and like, honestly, you just need to stop the storms from killing your entire blob. Amplifying Core for Immaculate. Passing up Deployment Specialist, which is interesting. It is later in the rounds, but it has less impact than earlier. But Arthur gets Deployment Specialist for 3 units now. And I think, like, did you already pick a new unit? Like, you need to do something about the Stangs. Like, hey, Ruffin, how you doing? Like, you just need, like, some crawlers, sacrificial crawlers, to, like, distract the Stormcallers. You need Mustangs and Missile Interception, which I usually don't like as, like, a knee-jerk reaction. But in this case, like, you are just dying to the fact that these storms kill your entire army. Like, I keep saying it because it's just the complete defining factor of this match. Your army is just blobbing insanely. Like, these units need to just be spread the fuck out widely. Marching the Marksman as your main core into the blob that's already dying the Stormcallers for the past 6 rounds is criminal. It's criminal. This is Marksman abuse and you should be tried. Meanwhile, Immaculate gets barriers on the fortresses. I hear someone flanking, right? No, it's just shields. Just like a really scary looking force from Immaculate. They don't have like, apart from the bulls, they don't have a ton of frontline, I guess, apart from the force, which is like quick to those snipers. Huge amount of ranged firepower. And it's just going to become an artillery war here. And those Stormcallers are taking out like 2 to 3 marksmen per volley. Oh, and then the Stormcallers are right behind them, so it like goes into them too. Tours. And yeah, just like advantage Immaculate in the artillery war. It's closer, but not close enough. I want to thank our brave players here for adhering to the rules of the patrol. No air units ever. Immaculate, again, not going for Deployment Specialist because the round's almost over, I think. Immaculate going for things that help right now, rather than Deployment Specialist and Intensive XP, which help more at the start of the round, I think. Still amazing picks whenever. But both players just let you know what, air units are for scrub. Oh no! Desgra, Immaculate buys Wasps. Messed up. I can't believe I've seen it. You hate to see it, folks. Energy Shield Wasps. I really hope they don't get used as chaff, though. I don't think there's enough Wasps, even of Energy Shield here, to chaff the snipers for long enough. Maybe? I just feel like I'd rather see the Wasps come in, yeah, back here in the line. I think that's better. Don't forget to use that smoke over for Immaculate. Smoke out the whole enemy line, which Arthur never picked up the smoke. So that's there's like a huge call-in advantage for here. Just off the smoke bomb alone, I think, for Immaculate. Or often in chat saying, I think if plays well, those Wasps might chaff those snipers. There's too many snipers. I don't believe it. I think Wasps are too expensive. Yeah, mass-produced Wasps. I think Wasps are too expensive to be used as chaff against marksmen in this many numbers. When there's like 2 marksmen, maybe. But there's only 12 of them. It's just not good enough. I'd rather buy crawlers. And these Fangs, they just keep running and dying, you know? They're too far in front. The Wasps come in now, and I think it's going to be... It was already a win for Offer, and I don't see anything super new for... for Immaculate. I don't see anything super new for Offer here, and the Wasps are just going to... They're just going to clean through. They come in at the right time. And they're just going to slaughter now that the Fangs are dead. If the Fangs are coming in afterwards, they would murder these Wasps. But coming in now as the Fangs are all dead, that's it, baby. That's it. Say your prayers. Wasps are here. I'm just wondering, why am I so good? I am invincible. That's right. Rainbow in Watchwater. That's it. GG. Yeah. Yeah, I think just the story of this is from the start was just blobbing for storms. Never do it. It's the lesson. It's the lesson hopefully learned here. Do not blob against storms. Storms must seem like the most powerful unit in the game. They did to me, especially when I blobbed more, until you stop blobbing. I've stopped blobbing so much, I start doing like much wider lines now, both to worry about missile call-ins and to worry about storms. And I take a lot less damage from storms these days, because A unit of sledges or even a unit of fangs will take multiple volleys from storms to kill on their own. And when storms are only attacking every 6 seconds, that actually takes quite a while. You know, 2 to 3 volleys to kill a fang unit. Probably 2 to 3 to kill sledges. You know, like... Necrolysis has never seen anyone win with storms. Storms are good, but... yeah, like... They seem super good, I think, when you blob like this, because you're like, oh my god, everything I have is dying, what do I do? And it's because all of your units, every unit is clustering. And I think that's an easy mistake to make in round 1 or 2, but I think when you see that continue to happen to you, that's the point where you need to be like, I need to stop building units in the same blob, you know what I mean? Like, that's... That was the hugest problem here, and it's why these Stormcallers got so fed and had, you know, top 1, top 3 damage and whatever all through the rounds. Fortresses were a nice addition to the frontline here for Immaculate, I think. The Wasps were great in the end. Didn't have much frontline, but in the end, all they really needed was just these Bulls and these Crawlers and Mustangs coming in. Couple of Arclights for Offer, but it doesn't really matter because all of Offer's shit was just dying in the Stormcaller blob, so by the time the crowds get in here, they're mostly dead, I think. The Fangs were kind of cool. From Offer says I refuse my slub. The Fangs are kind of cool from Offer, but the problem is these frontal ones, once they started going 17 meters per second, just went and died on their own. And then these back ones were also going in everybody's favorite blob. In a column, no less. So it was just really the game for Stormcallers to have, like, their big day out. I would have loved to just see, like, shit, like, you might have been noticing it for me all day, like, chat. Like, I'd love to see, like, that more spread out formation where you're, like... Every unit is spaced out far enough that they won't die to the same missile colon. Turns out that also helps you kind of avoid Stormcallers too. Another thing that helps you avoid blobbing up for Stormcallers, air units. It wasn't until the end anyone built an air unit. I think for the first 4 or 5 rounds, Immaculate had 0 air units. Just like any air unit. But especially Phoenixes here would have been easy because Phoenixes... Like, until the end, like, Immaculate only got anti-air with the Mustangs, and the Mustangs can die to your Storms, your Arclights, your everything. Just having some Phoenixes or anything, just any air unit instead of the Marksman line, if it was a Phoenix line instead, you'd be doing way better, I think. There's also the Shooting Squad, Fangs dies in the blob. Yeah. Everything was just blah, 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 blah. And it's an easy mistake to make, but hopefully not one you make twice. But GG. GG to the G to the GG. Let's do another Un v Un. One more Un v Un. Let's do another Un v Un. So I'm going to draw again. Anarian v Khornite. Let's go. I'm going to start around... Khornite and Anarian. Chat in chat. Let's do it on Forest Eye. This is our arena. Forest Eye all day. Here, Breeze, let's go. Yeah, did I hear Forest? Anarian. Anarian with those goofy Wild Riders. Let's go. One more, bros? Yeah, did I not get ya? There you go. Okay, it is... What? That's... oh god, Khornite, your combat power. Khornite... do you want to battle a Anarian of the 7,000 combat power of yours 372? But Khornite has a tournament badge and Anarian doesn't. So it's impossible to say, yeah, Khornite's like, hell yeah, let's go, let's do it. Okay, ready up. I love all the spectators here, this is awesome. I feel like we got like a little fight club going. I want to see like Dwarf Fortress, like boat mode and succession mode. Like, there's like 8 spectators. Every round, different spectators are randomly, or like, Tekken Tag Team, or in an order, put in to control the next round, and it cycles like that. So like now Incronon in round 2 is in charge of blue, then it's like, you know, SWF and shit. That'd be great. Give us Tekken Tag Team mode. Okay, Aerial Specialist. For Khornite, I got the sides right this time. Giant Specialist. For Anarian. Both of these players can go for the early Overlords, and hopefully both of these players should not be spectating and listening to me anymore, because I can tell you, all I hear about Anarian doing is doing fucking round 1, round 2 Overlords, so let's see it. Khornite has mini-tournament America's Rookie Group and Champion. Everyone's been on Anarian, that's so mean. Oh my god, everyone's been on Anarian. Solos is putting all of their insight predictions on Anarian, who, by the way, is going for initial deployment here of their very aggressive. We like to see something different here. Very aggressive forward deployment of column crawlers. I dedicate this match to Cyclone. And Mustangs right behind, and then there's shotgun spread of crawlers behind here. They'll spread out from this tower. 2 marksmen bought for Anarian. Cornet, on the other hand, has, I think it was starting crawlers and phoenixes and then got arc lights. Phoenixes are good against the enemy marksmen. Not good against the Mustangs. Columns of crawlers, just in general here. Why does everyone want to do columns? I don't know, but I get the shotgun, but why in general? But then the arc light kills that, but then, oh, I don't think you're going to be able to kill those Mustangs in time. Anarian went really hard on the oblique flank here. Just going super hard on that. The timing could work out nicely here, though, for Cornite. Like, obviously, Anarian wins here. Mustangs are fast to take advantage of the problem. But if the timing in the next 3 seconds, 2, 1, crawlers, go! Get the tower before the Mustangs get it, because crawlers have way better damage. Come back over. They're still going to get it, but the crawlers are going to get this one. The crawlers might take this. The crawlers might overall take this. If the arc light kills enough Mustangs here, the Mustangs are like 5 seconds away. 4, 3, they get the tower. They're good again. Oh dear. This is anyone's game still, though. This is anyone's game. Because the crawlers are fast. The Mustangs are going to come closer. The crawlers need to kill the Mustangs immediately. They're going to kill the tower. That's a big swarm of crawlers. Here we go. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Crawlers for his comfy chair. I reckon the crawlers could do it. I reckon the crawlers can do this. They're going to do this with the paralysis effect. They're going to get into those stangs, kill the marksman. Hell yeah. It's a big win for the crawler swarm. Oh my goodness. Lackey says Elite Specialist with Arcjet was an option that seemed decent. Yeah, I have Elite Specialist 1 with Arcjet, and it works. I really like it. I've done it with Cost Control Specialist too. Holy shit. That was sick. That was a really nice turnaround by the crawlers there. Anarian and Cornet now selecting their first reinforcement cards for round 2. As always, both players getting the same card options to pick from here. Both thinking very hard about what they want to pick. Mass-produced Rhino for Anarian. This is a half-cost Rhino, but you lose 30% HP and 30% attack. Upgrading some Mustangs there we see with an upgrade. Heavy armor for Cornite. Put him on the crawlers, Cornite, you won't. So these Mustangs do really well from killing the tower. They level up. We bought some Stormcallers. Again, a very aggressive push. Both players kind of had a bias on one side, one on the other. The difference is Anarian, credit-wise, is biased way more of their force on the oblique flank of only some crawlers to stop him here. Whereas Cornite just has like 1 extra unit of crawlers here. The missiles, especially in column, will fuck probably both of these crawlers up too nicely. Which, you know, you don't love to see. Jump Drive Phoenix here is going forward, which is interesting. Oh, but they're so clustered. You gotta worry about missile placement, which is something you get used to in the ladder of this very early on. They're so far forward, and I think they're both gonna die to 1 missile, which is really sad. Defensive missiles here, though, for Cornite as well. I think Anarian really wants to get that early tower win of the Stormcallers here. It kills the Arclight too, which stops the Crawlers from all dying, which means Anarian gets through this with way more units intact. Marksmen were bought for Cornite, or unlocked, but I don't see them actually placed. Missiles go off, destroy the Stormcallers. All of the Phoenixes die. No, one of the Phoenixes got split up, so 2 of the Phoenixes die over there. It's not the worst thing that could have happened. Now the level 2 Crawlers live from all their level up escapades last round. The Mustangs are going to eat these unsupported Phoenixes for breakfast, and once again, it's looking pretty similar. And I think the Crawlers win again, especially now that they're level 2. I think we've seen this match before, this round before, and we're going to see it again. Missiles, like, people did new stuff, but the missiles kind of, funnily enough, just, like, destroyed all the new stuff. Some of the Crawlers going off. Is this good or bad? If you get this tower before the Stangs get that tower... Oh, you're not gonna, but... So these Crawlers just die, unfortunately. There's no win there. But these level 2 Crawlers are gonna body. You wanna go to live Crawler reaction? I'll take you to live Marksman reaction for this one. You're gonna watch this. You're gonna wanna watch this from the POV. See the horror of the level 2 Crawlers. They just won't die. but you will. Oh, the humanity. Oh god, the camera. Crawler's gonna body that. Crawlers do incredibly good damage, and especially with the paralysis effect there, they actually have pretty good health. Crawlers have surprisingly good health. Core Knight, unsurprisingly here, going for the subsidized crawlers. It is Senior Manufacturing Specialist for Anarian, which will be 50 credit discount off of Giants, which, you know, where's the Giants? Anarian, we've got to see them. So far, neither player using... No, yeah, Core Knight's using their Air Specialist still. People are saying death by 1,000 cuts, but crawlers do 400 damage at level 3. Like, at level 1, they do 131, and they have 261 health. Crawlers have way better stats than anyone realizes. I'm talking a bit fast. Crawlers have way better stats than anyone, I think, realizes, because most people use crawlers as chaff units. Actually, if you let them get into the fight and not just be killed by sledges and arc lights, crawlers have, like, really cracked out stats if they get into melee. I think they're talking about the damage at the end. Oh, yeah. The very little damage is dealt. Yes, in the actual matches, though, yeah. In the rounds, I mean. So level 3 crawlers now. These crawlers getting the level as Anarian just continues to, like, give up this flank is a thing. It's a big thing. Anarian does not have any defensive missiles this turn to destroy Core Knight stuff. What is Anarian putting a lot of money into here? They got a shield, which is interesting. They're doing a flank crawler against an arc light. Where are they going to place that? Core Knight has placed some... They got bar on their crawlers, and Core Knight is going for some flank crawlers, which is totally undefended against by Anarian. These crawlers fight those crawlers. Oh my god, that missile! Scriptures! These crawlers are just going to completely overrun on the right side. And without the defensive missiles from Anarian to blow up Core Knight's stuff, it's just like going to be a stomp. Anarian's crawlers do win over here, I guess, interestingly enough. But yeah, it's just an absolute stomp. Like, Anarian's just leaving the left open, and like, what's your answer to the level 3 crawlers? You gotta watch out, Anarian. Like, you're just giving up that tower. That was a really good missile, though, and that's something really scary for Anarian, is... Anarian is really clustered here. Anarian picks Supply Specialist, 50 additional supplies per round. Ion Blast for Core Knight. Oh my god. Oh god. Anarian, don't forget, folks, with the Zillion pick here. The Zillion pick that says "you mad" underneath, if you can tell that from the ancient memes, I can tell. I see enough pixels there. I've been alive long enough to know what that says. I'm just stunned by that classic Zillion pick with the "you mad" text. That must be from like 2007. No, that must be like 2012. Anyway, the fuck was I saying? Zillion's really stunned me here. I've actually completely forgotten my train of thought. Vulcan, to try and stop the crawlers on the right side. For Core Knight. Another beautiful missile. That's what I was saying, is that the missile really... bunched up for the missiles. All the crawlers die over here in columns. But the flank crawlers completely unanswered as well. Whether Anarian forgot about them, never saw them. Flank crawlers get in. Kill that tower. Ion Beam, that you can see that Anarian got the missile interceptor there, I think, to kill the Colins, but Ion Beam just kills you anyway. It's not enough Anarian, and I feel like Anarian early on was like... Core Knight says, come on. Where's that? Core Knight says, come on, where's that 8k combat power? Oh my god, the 367 combat power Core Knight with the tournament win badge. Anyway, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Anarian is, of course, our one rat Total Warhammer 2 multiplayer tournament winner from way back, 2 times running with the Wild Runners, the Wild Hunters, whatever they are. But yeah, like, I feel like Anarian went into this being like, okay, I'm gonna do an oblique flank from the start, just force one flank harder than the other, give up my tower, but force through theirs quicker, and win in the trade in the end. Core Knight has only ever had like 1 extra bias over here for most of the match of these 2 units of crawlers instead of 1. I don't like their placement either, really, but just having 2 units of crawlers here against 1 has been just a free give up. And I feel like Anarian probably plans to come back around and, you know, okay, in later rounds I'll come and defend this tower, but Anarian never has. And the Vulcan is here now, but like, I don't think that's enough, because Core Knight's army is not just crawlers, especially this Overlord coming in. It's, yeah. Yeah, and also Anarian spending like 300 here from Missile Interceptor just for the deployment missiles is a lot of money. A lot of money here. Anarian goes into debt here. Arclight with armor. Armor doesn't actually save you from crawlers that much. It does half their damage, but Arclight with armor here. Placed to kill these crawlers quicker. Shield defends. Nicely placed shield from Anarian. Defends against the missile strike. Many Vulcans here, trying to stop those enemy crawlers. Napalm missiles from Vulcans as well to burninate everything. Crawlers still survive, coming out of the ground. Like subterranean crawlers, like flame-tongued devil tanks from Tiberian Sun. But they are the ones getting flamed, but then the Overlord over here on the right kills the enemy Vulcan. Gonna take out those Phoenixes, very nice. Overlord barely beats the Vulcan on the right side, but that's not going to be enough. Because now this Overlord on its own in great trouble. So Anarian's starting to bring it back around now. Anarian only a bit under half health, it's only round 5. It seems that immediately the round after Khornite talked shit, they're going to lose their first round of the match. Worrying. Concerning. Khornite says my hubris. Where's that 8k combat power? Anarian rips off their jeans to show they're just wearing like the tiniest shorts made of denim you've ever seen underneath with the thickest possible man thighs you've ever seen in your life. Anarian says, here it is. Oh. Skillabite says, where's that Tony badge? Spectators cannot trash talk on behalf of the players. It is forbidden. Red card for you. Anarian Big is dreaming about units denim British shorts. Hope this helps. Yeah, that's allowed. So I gotta focus on what's actually being done here. Khornite not even unlocking units here. Sticking up for my client. We see Impact Drill Crawlers, which triples their damage versus to stop the Crawlers here. I like that. I like Impact Drill here. A shield for Khornite that's just going to go down immediately. We need to see more here. We need to see more single target. I want Chin Guns. Yes, Chin Guns on the Overlord is huge here. Really, really good. If Khornite can afford another Chin Gun Overlord on this side next time to kill this Shield and Vulcan, it's going to be great for them. Even with the Impact Drill, the level 2 Crawlers don't care. Because they also have like double damage and double health. So the Impact Drill Crawlers losing, perhaps unexpectedly for Anarian. Uh-oh, big upset to the level 2 Crawlers, because the level 2 Crawlers just have better overall stats. Whoa! Imagine ripping off your pants to show the thickest thighs anyone's ever seen and losing right after. Oh shit. That is 160 left for Anarian here. Khornite, the mini tournament America's Rookie Group 6 champion. Versus the 7,000 combat power, the 700,000 combat power, Quick Ladder, Devourer, Anarian. Who's going to take it here? Anarian has to play flawlessly here for the reverse sweep here in round 7. It'll be pretty tough, pretty tall order. Photon coming out for Anarian. I don't know, man. Khornite now just going to be able to, with the upgrades already bought, with range and Overlord artillery, just get 3 more Overlords to kill all the Giants. Anarian is going for, like, Vulcans to counter single units of level 2 Crawlers, which, it really feels like Anarian's composition hasn't advanced since this first round 1. I'm gonna blob everything here. And the problem is, ever since then, it's just been like Vulcans to counter the Crawlers. The problem is, meanwhile, you are reacting to things from 5 rounds ago that were beating you, and Khornite has Overlords of Chin Guns. He has a flotilla. You know what I mean? Like, oh god. Oh, I can't watch. I invented this. I invented the Vulcans you shouldn't buy when you buy them. And I don't think this is looking great. But maybe I'm wrong. These marksmen have long range in the MP. Hey, maybe I'm wrong here. Some Phoenixes for Anarian too will be really good at hunting Overlords. Hey, Anarian's comp really alive here. Photon helped a ton. It's not over yet! Snake, it's not over. Well, the napalm's making it really over. Did Anarian's own napalm burn Anarian's own blob because Khornite's crawlers ran into it? Ooh, but it doesn't matter because the power tower goes down to the storms and the stang. And now this marksman is gonna just solo out this overlord. Whoa, this is close. I feel like Anarian's own napalm is destroying his own line there, but Anarian barely hangs in there with the Vulcans. Heroic work from Anarian there. I wouldn't have expected it. You wouldn't have expected it. The spectators are now typing in and saying, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. No, you didn't. And here's why you should have. Because Anarian, let's not forget, is the two-time champion. The two-time champion of the One Rat Total Warhammer 2 Fantasy Tournament Extravaganza. Anarian has literally eaten several smaller members of my community in that tournament. Not in real life, bit of a pause there, sorry. Do not count Anarian out. Khornite is from the Warhammer Fantasy universe, meanwhile. Basically by nature of their name and icon. So really, no one can say who's going to win this. Phoenix is upgraded with range enhancement and jump drive for Khornite. Range enhancement, I don't know if they got that recently, but that'll help a lot. Heavy armor on these crawlers, so brave. They're ready for an upgrade too. The problem is that the Vulcans here are of course eating you up. What would do amazing for Khornite here is just shields for a second. If you can get them only on the Vulcans. Like, not here where the marksmen and stormcalls will get you, but Anarian's, like, line is still really biased. Like, if you put, like, if you could afford, like, a shield in the middle, this Vulcan just shoots it the entire round and does nothing. I think the other problem here is the Overlords are forward. If they were back, and there's just not much frontline for Khornite apart from the crawlers. If they had... I think Khornite maybe also thinks the Overlords can benefit from shields. I don't know. They can't. Air units can't be shielded. But the thing is that these Overlords are so far forward so that the Marksman with range enhancement just killed them with range specialist. If these Overlords were behind, maybe works a bit better. That's a Dota 2 icon. Yeah, but the name. Alright, the name, alright. Ooh, nice Ion from Khornite. Gonna get through that shield. Maybe gonna kill that Vulcan, not quite. Oh, not in time. And the Chin Guns aren't gonna get it. Oh, not good enough there. Kills some units, but the shield tanks a lot of that Ion Beam. Woo! This is a big swing around for Anarian now, and Khornite goes hard into the Overlords here. But Khornite's problem... Oh my god, the reverse sweep is so possible here. The problem is that Khornite was doing incredibly well, but then just went into the Chin Gun Overlords. Khornite has no front line anymore. Because Khornite's entire line... Arclights don't count as a front line, I'm sorry, they don't. Like, even with armor, like, they will not care about Mustangs, whatever shit will kill them. Khornite does just not have, like, a front line here. Because the crawlers just die instantly to Vulcans. Call them a knee-jerk overreaction or not, I know I certainly did. But Vulcans do fuck crawlers, an infinite amount of them. So the problem... the last desperate gasp of the Blood God's followers, Suicide Rhinos. Put them right up to the front. Why are you putting them back? Put them right up to the front then. You ain't gonna live long enough to put someone else in front. Go on, do it. You only gotta win one round. Khornite, like, probably would be doing better here with, like, 2 Overlords instead of 5. And then just, like, a bunch of, like, steel balls or sledgehammers or something, you know? Just a front line that exists. So Energy Shield Wasps? No. No Energy Shield Wasps. I would like to... it's too late now. Well, it wasn't actually. You could have just bought them right now, but you get Suicide Rhinos. So I take that back. It's not too late. Really, though, this could work incredibly fucking nasty because Anarian's entire power really continues to just be in this blob. The shield will protect is the problem, though. Like, this Rhino runs up, and then it doesn't really matter as much. Ugh. But maybe it takes the shield down quick enough for the Overlords? I don't know. Anything could happen here. I think Anarian has come back around with... Oh, the better comp! But both of these comps are really, like... I don't want to say gamey, but... Yeah, those Rhinos actually shielded off really nicely there. But the nuke could be big. I don't know if it's going to come in time. Oh my god, that's a big nuke. But I don't know if there's enough left, because the Phoenixes and Marksmen are just going to fuck this Overlord. That's it. Doesn't matter. G to the fucking G! There's those thighs wrapped around Khornite's neck in a chokehold. I didn't believe. When I saw these Vulcans coming down, I did not believe. And I should have. Absolutely should have. A Narian with a 160 HP reverse sweep. What a comeback. Holy shit. It's so funny that this happened literally. I like Trash Talk, but it's so funny to me that Khornite snapped the Narian of Trash Talk without having ever lost a round, and then immediately, like, just lost every round after that, I think. Or most of them. Khornite says, TBA, I should have gone Hackers. You should just go not Mass Overlord if you want advice, Khornite. You just went two into one thing. All you had was Crawlers and Overlords in the end. And one thing, a lesson for all of you in chat, is that Overlords are not frontline units, chat. You can do like cheesy shit with them with armor enhancement against Mustangs, where they're literally immune. Or you could do like field repair, armor, HP, level up stuff. But in general, Overlords are very flimsy giants, stat-wise for their cost. HP-wise, they only have like 14k at the start. That's not even as much as an Arclight. And I don't like seeing them on the front line like this because the marksmen kill them instantly. I think the idea of the Suicide Rhinos was good in the end, but not compared to going for like a tougher front line there. I think all Khornite lacked the entire time was just getting a good front line, like a real army. And Anarian didn't really have a real army most of the fight either. Like Anarian has like a blob of like the flimsiest motherfuckers ever invented and a Vulcan. And that's really Anarian's army all over. But the problem is it's enough, because all Khornite really has is Crawlers, which, yeah, and Overlords, which, yeah, and yeah, and yeah. And because Khornite isn't killing the enemy's shit as fast as Anarian, even though it's really flimsy, it does last long enough to then distract the Overlords, and the Overlords get outranged by all of this shit. So I think that's the issue here, is just that, like, just having any kind of front line. Like, that the turn where I think an Overlord worked was good, but then going for, like, 5 more Overlords throughout the rest of the course of the match was just, like, you still had no front line, I think, was the issue. Khornite still had no front line. And instead of all this money, like, 400, 800, 1200, you're an area specialist, right? You never unlock them, which does make sense, you have more range. 400, 800, 1200, say that was, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of steel balls, forget about it. Or 3 units of steel balls, 3 units of sledges. Fucking forget about it. There's no way, right? There's no way. And then your 2 Overlords get to do more because they get to sit behind your front line and kill everything. Everything by the numbers. Sledges are elite. Yeah, the only reason I would be wary of building too many sledges is the Vulcans do kill sledges. And even balls eventually. But, like 4 balls, 2 sledges. Especially if you don't get as many upgrades like range enhancement on the Overlords and instead go elite on some of those. Don't go for the Suicide Rhinos, just don't do this, and just invest more in your sledge and steel ball line. You're just going to go rampant straight into the enemy's line. And these are all very flimsy units to be on the front line. You could just forward deploy as well. And, just have a bunch of marksmen, phoenixes, stormcalls, whatever, just take out their shield, and then just like forward deploy your own Vulcans, sledges, balls, whatever here, and they cannot... Anarian could not put a frontline in here. Anarian physically could not fit a frontline in here because Anarian is so far pushed up. And you just defeat all this shit in close range. Khornite says, I went Suicide because I was expecting shields to get them inside to clear some chaff. You're expecting me to be able to clear the chaff, yeah. I think level 1 Rhinos, though, against this many marksmen, unfortunately, they insta-died. Also, the EMP, I don't know if you saw the EMP, I don't know if they had EMP yet. Not to say you played badly, Khornite, because you got Anarian down to 160, and oh man, Khornite, if you had just had, like... It's heartbreaking, because 1 more unit surviving would have been a win there, too. It was a good round. I know we said 2v2s, but I'm going to say I actually kind of want to see a Khornite v Anarian rematch, if both of you want a rematch. I actually kind of want to see a rematch from you two, if you would be down. Otherwise, we'll do a 2v2, that's fine. But I kind of want to see the rematch, if Khornite's down. It's your call, Khornite. Anarian says they're down. This was so close. I'd love to see the counter. But it's up to you. Totally respectful and valid to step away. Khornite says, give me 1 match. I promised a friend a match right after this one. So you want to play right now? 1 more? Yeah, well, if it ends 1-1, then you just got to play again tomorrow or next weekend. That's fine. So we're going to rematch? Let's do it. That was a close match. It was interesting. I want to see it again. The first best of 3 in the Big Star League. We're going back to my favorite map, folks. Forest Eye, that's right. Let's go to training base and see what you've learned. Give me one match. I promise to find a match right out of this one. Oh, right. Okay. Also, I did this wrong. Hang on. I don't know if I have time. No, Cornite means right now. That's fine. I didn't do invitation only. Yeah, good, because I only have time for one more, so this will be good. Okay, Cornite, let's do it. So it's a Narian again. Cornite, Senate, let's go. That's you, isn't it, Cornite? Yeah, there's that tournament badge. Sorry, I gotta switch. Get in there, Narian. Be blue again. Dota Ferb. Hate myself. Let's see it. Okay. Cornite, big confidence in the first half of that last match, but then you've got to be rattled after the 160 HP reverse sweep, and Anarian's got to be feeling semi-confident. So I want to see it. That's right, 700 million combat power on Anarian here, while Cornite is the back-to-back winner of the Mini American Rookie Baseball Tournament, District 69, over 7 times running. So pretty powerful players here. Anarian with the Supply Specialist, obtain 50 supplies and Marksman Mustang start. Cornite with the Marksman Reinforcements, Fangs, Phoenixes, and Marksman. This is it. Anarian has to win here again to close this out, this impromptu best of 3, where we literally just did like best 2 out of 3. Cornite, if Cornite gets a win, then we have to do a rematch tomorrow or next weekend. It's a grudge match, baby. Cornite has to prove that Cornite isn't just all flash in the pan, that there is power and heart to this rookie, who goes for no extra units this round, not even unlocking an extra one yet. It's... what? Immediate armor-piercing bullets upgrade for 200 credits, I believe that costs. What? Isn't that all your money? Plus Marksman and Phoenixes, buying no additional units on round 1. What? That's only 50% more damage for Fangs. What takes their attack up from like 51 to like 81? Maybe you've done the same move. I have never done this. SBS says it's the infamous, oh fuck, I didn't mean to click that. Oh. Yeah, it could be the infamous, oh fuck, I didn't mean to click that. We'll see. If that's intentional, that is bold. Narian, meanwhile, goes for the bold strategy of their own of buying units. Buying 2 units of Fangs here to support their marksmans. Did you mean to do that? I think Sesimius right. That might have actually been a misclick. Oh, fuck. Well, if Cornite wins, they're very clever. So we got Mustangs, Marksmen, and Fangs. No real crowd clear. Oh, for Cornite. Oh, no. Oh, God. It's not a good start for Cornite the rookie for the grudge match return here. It really is not. Oh, God. Now, here's how you show you're really an anime protagonist. Come back after this. It is possible, Cornite. We believe in you. Both go for Deployment Specialist. It's still round 2. It's still anybody's game. Yeah, that does hurt. That does hurt. Cornite just kind of like not having a start there. Cornite now still didn't unlock any unit types, by the way, which isn't great because you can unlock them for free. Like, at least unlock a crawler for free. But I think Cornite probably a bit flustered at this point. I'm pretty sure accidentally clicking the armor-piercing bullets. Gets another unit of Phoenixes here. And more Marksmen, I think. Yeah, it looks like more Marksmen with Deployment Specialist. No, didn't get another unit of Phoenixes. They already existed. Just gets 3 Marksmen, I think. Meanwhile, a Narian, which is interesting because... Marksman? Really? That's not what you're dying to. I would have loved to see some Arclights here. Did you get Arclights? Cornite unlocks Arclights, but doesn't place them this round. The problem is that the Fangs do nothing in the front. Literally nothing because the Mustangs will just outrange them and kill them. What the... No! Ooh! Oh my god, you love to see it! We've been talking about this. The movement tech. To have the storm start at the start, and then moonwalk away while firing. Why do they stop at a certain point? That's interesting. But for a certain point there, they don't. I'd love to hear Anarian's knowledge of why they walk away at a certain point, but don't walk away at the others. That's so nice. Movement tech, Mobile Beacon is really underrated, or underused, I should say, at least at our level. And unfortunately, it's a big old wipe. Unfortunately, the marksman for Cornite here, I hope Cornite knew that that was going to be an early, like, downside there. Because those marksmen do nothing for you against the comp that's already on the field. Mustangs are going to swarm those marksmen easily. Absolutely swarm them. Cornite picks the Assault Fangs here, which is fast, lower range, but more speed. But that is not your problem here, I think, with the Fangs. Because the problem is those Fangs are getting outranged and never even get to shoot their guns. It's a big problem. Like, those Fangs are just going to run away from the rest of your line even faster now. And die even quicker. They're running to their deaths. Phoenix is forward here. I think to try and counter what Cornite still thinks are Stormcallers, but the Stormcallers have actually been mobile recovered, refunded. Anarian is in the head of Cornite completely. Anarian took that trash talk personally in the first half of match 1. Anarian is here to be like, yeah, kid. Oh dear, refunds those storms. Now those Phoenixes, which are placed here for the long-range strike, yeah, please do move them back. If left there, would just die. A defensive missile here from Cornite. Please, let's see some crowd clear. We have some arc lights, but they're positioned in a way where, well, they will come in after the Fangs, that's alright. We really do need to see some more arc lighting, though, some more crowd control in general. Because Anarian's army is mostly crowds, and I hate to see it so unpunished. Like, the bulk of Anarian's force, again, just like last match, is swarms. Fangs and Mustangs. Please. Please buy arc lights. Missile to kill the walking backwards Fangs there. They kinda eat that. May even have been intentional there to eat the missile, I think. Yeah, like, these Fangs just do nothing because they have no range. They are going to get in against the Stormcaller here. Mustang's coming on the side. And the tower down, that's it. Yeah. This might be enough, Cornite, to take out the mini-tournament America's Rookie Group 6 Championship. But it's not enough to defeat the two-time One Rat Championship winner, Anarian. A wizard with many tricks up his sleeves. Armor enhancement comes out now for the arc lights, which would have been good before. Unfortunately, at this point, Anarian has the power to, yeah, buy units that don't care about that now. This is always the danger of reacting to things your opponent just did, is you're always going to be behind. Cornite does bring in a whole shitload of arc lights now. Is it going to be enough, though? Like, the Rhino will take their time to come through it. Cornite does have 4 Phoenixes, and from the first round, no, 6 Phoenixes and 1, 2, 3, 4 Marksmen. Cornite's comp here is not that unbalanced, but it still is unbalanced in the sense that Cornite does not have a strong front line. Cornite only has Fangs, which die to crowd control very easily, and Arc Lights, which can be very tanky with the armor enhancement against the Fangs and Mustangs, so that's really good. But the problem is no, like, sledgehammers, no balls, no, like, thick squad for frontline. The Rhino's going to take advantage of that, so will this one. And the Marksman will kill those Arc Lights a bit too quickly. The big thing here, because I don't see a lot of crowd clear for Anarian either, to be fair. The big thing here is if this line of Arc Lights properly supports the upgraded Fangs, who have the best kills in the game, that's interesting, to do their job and not just die like chaff, this could work out. But these Photon Rhinos are super scary. And if they get a tower, it's over. I'm a bit worried that Cornite's making the same mistake Arthur did in that really blobbed for the Stormcallers is really bad. Letting the enemy Stormcallers kill 2 of your units at once is just not something you can afford to do in this game. You just cannot afford to blob them up like this. You're losing too much when you don't need to. And unfortunately, that is the reason why I think Cornite loses on the right. Cornite was very close to holding the right, but because the arcs died with everything else, and the arcs were bunched, and the arcs were a bunch of fangs, everything dies. If you would spread out more, the storms are still working on your front line at this point, and your front line kills these Mustangs. So again, it's just when you're fighting storms, and just in general, to prepare for storms of missiles, be very fucking careful to not cluster like that. It is super punishing. You will die for it, and you will hate yourself for doing it. Now the power tower does go down, and now these Mustangs that could have been killed by arcs are going to be the winners here to finish off the Phoenixes. Banny says the Uglies already had armor last round, they just died to marksman. Oh, that's my mistake then. Miscasted. Okay, Photon emission for Cornite. Anarian. We're getting bulls. Yes, good Cornite, good. Let me channel my advice through you. What is Anarian picking? It's Photon, Assault, Electro, or Heavy. We'll see it, whatever it is. Bulls is what Cornite needs here. Come on, Cornite. You've seen the sweep played. You can do it yourself. I didn't see what Anarian picked there. Tech Specialist, I think, was from before. Photon for Cornite. Is Hacker affected by Photon? I don't think so, no. Anarian doing the tricks. Anarian knows lots of tricks. A very tricky wizard. This wizard loves to do tricks all the time. On the stream and off. But the steel balls straight into the energy absorption is quite a lot of money. I would rather have seen, I think, just 3 units of balls using Deployment Specialist than 2 units of balls of energy absorption, but we'll see if this was the right choice or not. Or if you're going to do this, even do damage sharing. Just to exploit the fact that the enemy is all small swarms. The HP absorption will do nothing against the swarms if that's all you have left at that point. Maybe will help a lot against the rhinos though, so we'll see. Okay, so no flanks for either player. All committed to this front line. Photon on the right will be pivotal. And now, the balls do cluster into the storms as well, which isn't good, but will it be enough? Still, will it be enough, especially with Photon? The Rhino dies. That is a great candidate for a suicide upgrade if I've ever seen one. The balls with energy absorption are not going to do anything to those Stangs, though. And, yeah. Everything's just dying too quick in its blobs, I think, to the storms. I think that's going to be GG. It's probably BB. That's probably, yeah, BB. That's probably a little BB ball. It's going to be close with no. I think that's got to be BB. Oh, that's it. GG. Anarian comes back around. Anarian has no trash talk in return. Only the GG in reply. Yeah. The rookie in the anime sports story had a really good shot. Oh my god. Cornite comes in as the rookie, takes the old Grandmaster down to 160 HP. Where's that 6,000 combat power, old man? Anarian takes off the training shorts. Right here. And then goes not only on a reverse sweep from 160 HP, but then does a completely clean sweep of the next match as well for the impromptu best of 3 and doesn't even drop a match. Oh no. That was very, very anime, folks. Huh. I guess I better go all out. It was good rounds. Cornite says I have a replay to learn. I think we saw the lack of combat power. No offense and no shame, but I think we saw the lack of combat power there. I think there was a lot of interesting tricks from Anarian for being experienced with the game. I think Cornite played well, but I think we did see a lot of, like, not beginner play, but, like, mistakes that you make before you learn them through hard experience in this game in your first month or 2 of playing. Is what I would guess there from Cornite's side. The misclick start of the rapid armor-piercing bullets is tragic. Did not help at all. I think the balls were good, but came in a little bit too little too late. And getting some sledges too would have been really nice. Like, I think the balls were the complete answer to the Rhino. The problem is the balls do nothing to the crowds. I would have loved to... Again, you know, it gives me conniptions. I see this swarm-heavy army, I'm like, where's the sledges? Let's go. You know, or more... I mean, you got the arcs, but the arcs are up front, so they all die to the storms and everything before they can do anything. If these arcs are second line, perhaps, and they walk in behind the balls, because arcs are not front line. Yeah, the Fangs never get to shoot their little guns. It's so sad. These Fangs had top kills in the round though. But yeah, like some sledges here would have popped the fuck off because you already have the Phoenixes and the snipers. Cornet says I also misclicked the lifesteals, so go figure. Oh, damn, Cornet, you misclicked this too? Well, that's good. Look on the bright side. I don't think it was a good choice, so I think it's good that that was not intentional. I think that that's better in hindsight. That's, yeah, you probably weren't helped then, Cornet, by having the 2 misclicks. Yeah, you probably would have hung on. But yeah, some sledges here earlier on too would have been really good to kill the crowds. And that's the thing, you know, when your army doesn't have a very strong front line, you are in a lot of danger of falling over too fast. Cornet says, I was trying to move it again and clicked again on the bottom left of my screen limit. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, hate to hear it. Alright, well, I wanted to do the 2v2, but that's all the time I got for today. GG to both of you. GG to Cornet, GG to Anarian. Good stuff. GG in general, I guess. Like, that's Mechabellum. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm about to release my new video when it finishes its HD processing. Is it up? It is still processing. Enjoying the casting, Biggs? Thank you so late, I appreciate it. It's always fun to shoutcast the community. If you want to see something you can do about people who like to use a lot of Mustangs, definitely check out my new YouTube video on youtube.com/BeagleRush, which is going to be out in the next hour or two, hopefully as soon as HD finishes processing. And expect to see more of... It's my new baby, it's ArcJets. I think it's really good. I've been going on a hot streak of it right now. So until someone... It's great because I win with ArcJets, and if I lose with ArcJets, I learn how people defeat it. It's good. So, GG everyone, let me thank the subs and dubs. Thank you to Astro Ambulance with the 67 month in a row sub. Lloyd Boy, 45 month sub. Chevin4919, 57 month sub. Sloth Boy Lives, 25 months in a row sub. Aftiel, 73 months sub. 73 month sub, thank you very much. Fruity Spruce, raid of the party of 3. Thank you, Fruity Spruce, for the raid. Tiberius Assyrians, 26 month sub. Shalkar, 57 month sub. Shadow Knight, 8 month sub. Dr. Reich, 2 month sub. Dr. Reiki. Lumpy700, welcome to subscribing. Thank you for subscribing, Lumpy700. Dark Primus, 61 month sub in a row. Dark Primus asked, did you get very far in Midnight Suns? It was different than what I was expecting, but I really love the endgame stuff. No, I haven't played beyond the stream. I never went back to it. Decay 382, 55 month sub. The Gingerhead Man with a party, rated with a party of 20. Thank you for the raid, Gingerhead Man. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. Albristi. Oh, Albristi subscribed. Today, my favorite... No. I'm sorry, you can only ever be my second favorite bottom. Albri, I'm afraid, because I live with my number 1 favorite bottom. Brenchar, 56 month sub, but thank you for subscribing, Albri. And thank you for the game. Brenchar, 56 month sub. Shenaniguys, 25 month sub. Slothboy Lives, gifted the sub to Alingus. Thank you for the gift sub to Alingus, Slothboy Lives. Oreo Souls, never good match with them, by the way. Oreo Souls, 14 month sub, and Sinless, 10 month sub. Thank you also very much. Alright, we're gonna raid someone, and I'll be back tomorrow for more Mechabellum is what's likely. So, LFG, let's fucking go. We are going to go and raid... Hafu. I'm gonna go raid its Hafu again. Alright, have a very, very nice Gay Pride Month, everyone. I've officially rung in the month as the greatest ally on Twitch, so make sure you respect my effort and have a very, very good Gay Pride Month. And get ready for just having a wonderful 30 days, everyone. A wonderful 30 days. I will see you all tomorrow. This month. I will see you all tomorrow. For more video games. My love to the person we're raiding. Say hi to him. Hafu's pretty cool. Hafu's pretty good at games and pretty cool. So make sure to check her out. And yeah, see you tomorrow for more games. And I'll see you guys on my YouTube channel. Guys, girls, MBs. For the new Mechabellum videos coming out. So, everyone soon. See you all later. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Join the Discord down below. It's really fun. And see you next time. Bye-bye. Have a good one.